I was falling asleep.
Yeah. So as I was saying, like I would say that thanks to like Metal Horde and the people that we in the community, it allowed us to become very open-minded people, and it actually
Agreed.
extends to like the approach that we have towards like people in life as well. Like be it at work, be it anywhere else. Like I think for us, like if once we see something that is not right, that we feel that is because of discrimination or is injustice, we feel very compelled to like speak up and say that, you know what, it's not accept, we don't accept this, we find this very uncool, so to speak. And I think it really helps that
True.
we're in that community that allows us to have that kind of mindset. But that being said, when we talk about like family, like how does your family, like, are they very receptive to the fact that you're in this community, so to speak? I'll start with Ganesh since she's like shaking his head like furiously right now.
No man, like even till today, damn chala. Like I used to have like a lot more band shirts. Like I remember like my dad when I was like 17 or 18, he threw away half of my band shirts. Like and a lot of it like local band shirts and everything. I was so fucking pissed off. He was like, no, this is like with the devil and everything, and like he never apologized to it till today. Like I remember that my Kevlar Tug came to Singapore. Like it was like my hard earned and saved money, like fucking one shirt of $50, and I bought two. And my grandma and my dad, they cut it up because they had an owl on the shirt, and they said like Indian and pantang. They know it throw away, I'll go back and take it. They like cut it up and throw it. Like, so it's I won't wear. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what gives you the god fucking right to do this shit? They just don't understand. No, as much as we learn like acceptance and everything. Like I think my parents would never, until I don't think they'll ever understand. Like how important the seed and this music is to us.
Yeah.
I'll agree as
but it's
well.
also a teaching experience. Like I'll never be the kind of parent, right? Like it can be any genre. I think if I have a child who was into K-pop or anything, right? Like okay lah, make fun of him lah, but I won't give him shit. I won't be like, no, you can't go for this.
No, I think
I'll be way more acceptable, like accepting. Yeah.
I'll still think they give your child a bit of banter for like listening to K-pop for some reason. Because I think you understand that.
Make fun of the fella.
It's gonna be like, it's just gonna be like this situation. You know this. It's like how Mandip's son comes to play football with us, and he gets like a real.
Oh yeah.
Hype.
Sadbir is taller than me now, Dalif.
What?
He's lost all the baby fat. His voice is broken. Now Melvin and I were like, wow, cannot know. He's gonna beat us up for making fun of him.
I can't imagine. It's gonna be like,
yeah.
Hey, pass me the ball.
Yeah.
And Tina,
that was the deepest voice I've ever heard come up from Dali's mouth.
yeah.
You see, his voice broke, man. What do you expect?
But his voice broke. Like last time he used to this. Oh, the pass me the ball. I was like.
So Tina, okay, so same question to you, were your parents receptive to this? Or obviously they would voice say no as well, right? Or
my parents are, most people know, most of my friends know, my parents are very staunch Muslims, and of course they're not like okay with, but the thing is, the person who actually introduced me first to metal music was my brother. He let me listen to Metallica, the S&M CD, when I was like 7 or 8. That was like the first time I ever heard metal. Then the rest is history. But my parents were actually very strict. Like they didn't not let me listen to music at all, because my father got me like a CD player for me to like play my stuff or anything. But he always asked like, "Why are you playing? Like, was there like a war zone going on in your room?" But I think the hardest part for me was actually wearing the band shirts and going to shows, because they have all these like inverted crosses and shit, right? So every time I go out of the house, I have to wear a jacket and like zip up so like he doesn't see what I'm wearing. So
yeah, Tina, like your choice of band clothes are always like, you were more like, you were leaning more towards the black metal side when you were younger.
Yeah,
I remember.
so it was like shit. But if there's a way, it's a way, like you don't like, just because like, oh, I'm metal, I'm proud. Like me, at the end of the day, it's still your parents. So you have to like, find
give
a
and take,
little. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I've never really rubbed it in their faces. So, and also the other difficult part is I actually had a curfew until I was 21 years old. So going to shows and like last time shows ended really late, like past 11
Oh
o'clock. So it was like
yeah, I remember your
yeah, so it was
curfews.
yeah, it
Jalan.
was very difficult for me because like my dad wanted me to be home by 10 p.m. and like 10 p.m. like one
Yeah.
not starting. I'm like what? And then like, I always get shit for coming home really late. But
I remember
whether
running
it
after
was
the
worth
last
it.
train. I remember always running after the last train. Or we'd be running to City Hall. Like I'll be going to Toa Payoh, you'll be going to Pasir Ris.
They're like,
Ah,
what? And
yeah,
we
because
were
back then
too
nobody
broke
to
to
take
spend on a
taxi.
cab.
Nobody to take taxi. Exactly.
Yeah. Want to go gig already? Like, okay, the whole week I never eat at school. I keep my money. Like,
Yeah.
okay, let's go gig. Yeah, I think
So
that was the hardest part for me. I feel.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy as well. Like, you know, honestly, I see some of the younger generation today. Like, I'm kind of jealous of the fact that your parents are like overly, they actually accept the music they listen to, they're actually encouraging and stuff. But then
Yeah,
for us, like,
it's
especially for
a
me, like,
different world.
it's a different world. Like, you know, because my mom like
Yeah.
brought me up as well. She's like ultra strict as well. Like, she's the type where, you know, you need to be like very conservative and everything, and you need to follow like the family planning sort of thing. Like, you need to do this and that, and I defy all of
Yeah,
that. So when I first got into the whole like rock and metal stuff, wearing benches and everything, she was. Funny thing is, like, you know, initially she just didn't understand what the hell it was all about. Why is the son dressed up all weird and everything? But then eventually she just kind of relented because in her mind it's like at least he's not, you know, mixing with bad company, I suppose. And I think she was kind of
Mm,
okay with it.
yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I remember my dad throwing my boots in the store.
Yeah, like, I actually know I have like a
Sorry.
really funny story, you know. Like my mom tried to get me to join this like Singapore Hindu Society for like, you know, like religious classes because she thought like, you know, this fella I think he's got possessed or something. I need to like, you know, like get like knock some sense
You
into
sure?
him.
I got possessed 7 churches.
Yeah. Seven churches.
Yeah, I got possessed also.
Yeah. So I went there wearing like my maiden shirt. Then my mom was just like, you know, she smacked me in the back of her head, no, trying to like embarrass me or what. No, I bring you here to like change. Why can't you wear like a jippa and this? And yeah, I see like no Indian or like young kind of everyone angry. I see like two big size fella, one wearing deaf and one wearing, I think it was there's a local band lah back there. Actually, what about them? Why they can wear? Yeah, mom never turned, no, probably two hooligans like you like that, confirm. She went to the counter. She said, "Excuse me, ma'am. I brought my son here for change, you know, for a good thing. Why are you letting people dress like that?" The woman was like, "Ma'am, please stop. They're your son's teachers." Wow,
Oh
kena. And my mom
shit.
was pointing at David and Kadir. And it
Wow.
was so fucking funny. And that was
That
the
was
first
such
time
a
I met
plot
those guys.
twist.
Exactly. Fucking Narashipa and Rudra, dude. Like, that was the first time I looked at my mother. Kena. Like,
Oh no.
she wanted to like pull me out of the class. I was like, no, I want to go. Like, and like, you know,
You put
back
her
then I
back
was
into
like
the class.
leaning more towards like atheism. But they picked my interest, no? They rekindled my interest like Hinduism. They encouraged me to ask questions. They're like, yeah, dude, we totally understand, like, you know, the metal scene, you're young, confirm, like, you know, like Satan, God doesn't exist. Like, ask your questions and like, you know, I have the knowledge. That's why I'm here to teach. And it
I
made me
think that
realize that,
is
you
the
know, like
age where we are
Hinduism.
discovering ourselves, you know?
Yeah,
Okay, it's
exactly.
fine.
I realized that, you know, like Hinduism is like a way of life, not like religion and a Buddhism. And it's actually thanks to them, no. Like, I think if I didn't go there, I'll be like, fuck, like, still be like, you know, totally different, but like, you know, way of seeing things. But it also taught my
Necromonicon
mom.
and everything.
It taught my mom like a very valuable lesson. Like, you know, like really don't judge a book by its cover. She paiseh lah. She like nowadays,
Except
oh
when picking
shit.
vegetables.
Yeah.
but no, like hearing all of this, like, it makes me realize like two things as well. Like one, like people in the rock and metal community, they are the most accepting people on earth. Like even you were to say that outside of like the community in for example, I don't have you know that.
Give me a
Yeah.
second. Yeah.
Okay. No worries. Like for example, like with the like people that you meet in the medical community, when you meet them outside, like they're the most accepting, inclusive people on earth. Like for example, like your story, like it turns out that the guys that you who's going to teach you are actually guys on the metal scene, and then you
Yeah,
realize that
exactly.
they're so open-minded as well. And I think it extends to
Yeah.
us as well because like when we become like day adults and we have to deal with the younger generation, we become the accepting ones, you know, when they talk to us and everything, and we are like, you know, we don't care
Yeah,
how
exactly.
young or what your background is. Like, you tell us like what you're facing and everything, we will listen to you, and we will understand what you're saying because we have been in your shoes before.
Yeah, there is
and
no
what-
problem a beer can't fix.
I agree. And sometimes like it happens in like some of the shows that we go to as well. Like when we see like the younger kids coming up to us and they like talk to us and everything. Sometimes I feel kind of overwhelmed when they tell me things like, "Oh, you know, I follow you on like social media and like I think that you're really cool." And I'm just like,
We are already at that stage.
Eh, cool, yeah. I never get that lah, but people will be like, "Hey, Sean," they come to Sean, they'll be like, "Oh my god, you're Sean Bugam." Then we just like, "Yeah, bitch,"
God.
like come and drink, like.
I'll start off like what's like the one of the most common things that you hear from like random strangers at shows. Like for me, for example, I have people coming up to me and saying that, "Oh, I follow you on Instagram." I'm just like, thanks, but I do not know who are you, but okay, thank you.
I think
for me
Sophia
it's
got that
like
one.
kena
So
disturb.
we,
Oh yeah,
remember-
Episodic.
yeah,
Heaven
we were
Sonic.
Heaven Sonic. We got Sophia,
The,
shout
the,
out.
secu-
lah.
the
It
security,
was
the
at-
security
it was
guy,
at
the
Heaven Sonic,
security
and
guy,
then
yeah.
this guy came up to us, and then he was like, Sophia Rashid, like, oh, Instagram. And Sophia was like, what? That was such a rock star moment for her. I'm so proud of her.
And those kembang already, yeah. Those kembang, no, she's like, oh.
I'm so proud of her. She like, wow, Sophia was my girl.
And it's so
Oh
ironic.
my
It's
god.
so ironic because like Sophia's like the most. I would say she's pretty much like introvert. She's very reserved. So like when
Yeah,
someone had it, she'll just be like, "What?"
that one
Yeah.
like Instagram follower, like Sophia Rashid.
Yeah, mine I
Can I
think
get
is more like
autograph?
a disturb lah, because like remember I was working in the nightlife. Then sometimes like like walking with my clients or something, I bump into like Nasir or Brandon. Then they just like lepaking somewhere, Then they're like, "Hey boss, like zoom that side." I'll be coming. Then zoom that way, like you lost. And I'm like, "Shut up lah." Then my friends will be like, "How you know these people?" I say, "Yeah lah, they're my friends on the local scene." Then they're like, "What? You are metalhead?" Then I'm like, "Guys, just because like like I work in a club, then must wear like formal clothes. Doesn't mean that's my life,
Yeah, like
So
work
it's why
is
more
work.
like the reverse effect. Yeah, people, what? You listen to this music?
But okay, but that being said, like, I think in terms of impressions as well, like when you are at work, when you tell people that you're a metalhead, like what's their reaction? Or do they like come to you and they find out that you're a metalhead? Like what do they normally say to you? Because these are like the people that
They're
wouldn't
just very
know you
shocked.
on the weekend.
They're just very shocked. They're like, "Oh, whoa, that's surprising," that kind of stuff. Then they'll try to be like, "Oh, I listen to some music too." Then I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." Then they'll ask you like some questions. Then I'm like, "Dude, I listen to the music. I don't know everything about it. Like, chill. Google it like the rest of us."
I don't tell my colleagues at work that I listen to metal unless they ask. They usually tell me that like, "Hey, you listen to metal music," only after they add me on Instagram. Like they're so shocked, like you're a flight stewardess and suddenly like metal out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal, how no, wait, what the heck?
It was my colleague Pam. My colleague Pam, she was just like, across the office. Then suddenly she's like, "What the fuck, Ganesh? That was you?" Then she showed like the photo of me with the Liberty Spike.
I think we
was
all
like,
got
okay,
the same reaction from everybody who are not in there.
yeah. 9 to 5 Ganesh is different from Instagram Ganesh. It's like two separate lives.
I think it's healthy that we do keep those lives separate.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
I don't-
pretty envious. Like, see, like some of our friends, like like gig organizers, and like they open like shops. They are living their dreams and passion, or like if their bosses are understanding. Like you see, like Ryan Prashant, his colleagues are totally fine with him keeping his long hair. Like Subhash, Subhash is a school teacher, and he's allowed to keep long hair. Like, wow, that's like living
Yeah, I
the
think
dream.
that's good. I think it's great.
No,
Yeah,
I
mean,
just think
if
the
they allow
reason
me to
why
keep long hair, I will never cut my hair again, yeah. But it's just
I think
like
that
corporate life,
maybe the,
so it's
maybe
like,
the
it is what
reason
it is.
why they allowed Subhash to like grow his hair out is because he looks like the guy from Moana. So that's why.
What can I say?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I remember Subhash was telling us one day, right? He said one of the kids, they were like, Mr. Subhash got tattoo down there. He said, then the other kid replied, yeah, because Mr. Subhash rockstar, what? Then he's like, oh.
So cute.
That's why it's probably like on cloud nine. It's like, phew,
Yeah,
Subhash being Subhash.
like his primary school legends.
no man,
Legend of the
that's no man, that's HIAC Junior Academy for you, man.
Yeah, HIC.
But I would say like I try to keep my private life away from what I do at work as well, because I feel like it can be too much of a distraction. sometimes. Like when people find out what I do, they will start using that as a point of judgment. I don't want that to happen. Like to me, like when I go to work, it's purely because of professional reasons. I do
Yeah,
not want it
work
to
is
interfere
work.
with what I do.
Definitely.
And also at the same time, like I really enjoy what I do with like the metal community, and I do this because I want to do it for fun and to talk to my friends and everything. And I want to keep it that way. I don't want it to be like some sort of a work sort of thing where people need to know that I do this as well. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's always good to just keep things separate, so to speak. Although there was once when I was working in a school as a student librarian, there was a kid who was like 14 years old, and I found out that he was Metal Horde because I went to the language room and he made a, what do you call it? I think like a Vanguard sheet of like a collage of their influences. And this kid
Oh,
had
nice.
a collage of Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, saying that that was his
That's
hero.
so cute.
And I was like, which kid is this? And then I remember it's this like this kid that comes to the library. He's like such a nice and innocent boy, you know. He's like, he doesn't even look like a metalhead. He's like 14 or something. And then one day he comes to the library. It's like, hey, dude, like I saw like your collage at the Chinese language room. Like, you like Megadeth? He's like, yeah, I like Megadeth, man. My dad lets me listen to them. I was like, oh, cool. Hey, you know what? I actually told him like, hey, if you want to check out like local music, these are like the links you can check out for shows and stuff. And you can just bring your dad along. And I just ended it as that, so that, you know, if he wants to bring his dad along, then that'd be great. You know, I think that's how we try to motivate and introduce
Encourage.
Yeah, exactly. Spread the love.
to the younger generation, regardless of where they come from. Because at the end of the day, like I feel like for us, the one common thing that we have is that we didn't exactly have a family figure or an equivalent while growing up introducing us to that kind of music. We kind of discovered for ourselves. And then now that we're in
Yeah,
that
that's
position
true.
where we can introduce that kind of music, we become like very
And
open-minded.
music that the tip of your fingers. Last time you had to like go out and like find CDs, and it was just not
Yeah.
easy. You had to make the effort, but now it's just like whatever. Like,
Remember the Tina? Ganesh, don't let anyone else listen to this.
Oh,
this
fuck
is
off.
underground black metal.
hey,
Tina introduced me to
I have
Infernal
grown
Wars.
out of that phase. It's called character development. Gross.
Yeah.
Normalize
I
gross
used to
people.
I used to be like damn hooked to them, man. Like their music was like whoa, so intense. More black metal, right? I kind of discovered that they had like a bit of like, you know, right-leaning political views. And I was like, hey, it's a bit disappointed.
Yeah,
Like,
but I heard that they're actually friends with Shaitan from Impiety, so I think they're like not so on that wing or the other wing. Whatever
he got
wing, you know?
Shaitan got the off pass. But you excluded lah.
Yeah.
Or is this like some sort of friend discount or something?
Yeah, you got a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
pass.
But also at the same time,
I
like,
would love
who
to
are,
see them live though.
but speaking of which, like, who are the local guys that you admire, but those performers on stage? Like, for example, like, you know, anyone that comes to mind for you. Like, okay, I'll start with Tina though. Like, just name me one person that you really admire as a local musician performing on stage.
Oh wow. Wow. I really like Kathir. He is always consistent and constant on stage. I love his stage presence, and I think Arif is great as well on stage. Like they're just very constant, and you always feel like, oh my god, she's about to go down. You're like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Also
For me,
another random like vocalist that I think is also good on stage is John from Osiri, but I think he left Osiri.
John Aldridge.
Yeah.
John Aldridge. Yeah.
Yes.
The big Sapa fella. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Damn
it
nice
was
guy.
really good, and like really like the whole macho feel. Like it reminds me of that guy from SRA Dai. What's his name?
Dylan Bassis.
Yeah, the vocalist. Yeah, he kind of reminds me a bit, but he really left Osiri, so yeah, that was.
He's a nice guy. I used to work with him at the American club. He was like a gym trainer there lah. So it's like he was damn nice. He was always like talking about the scene. He's damn like, just come for the shows, bro. Don't worry, we can have a few beers after. Very nice guy. For me, who I did like I think honestly for our generation, like I think Satish lah for Stillborn, because like I think he had one of the most promising vocals, you know, like Chiba, his voice, one skinny figure, like one like bamboo stick comes Kali on stage, you give a mic, like one demon, no. I really thought like
I judge the vocalist like frontmen based on
Yeah.
like their stage presence and like how they interact.
Yeah,
with the crowd.
stage presence. So it's like
yeah.
Stillborn really like, whoa, like they did a good job lah.
Hmm.
Then others you see come there like see wow
If, if you're
Ash.
talking about vocals, right? I think Amar Salim from Flash Disgorge is the guy with the best throat.
Yeah.
He has
Okay,
the
yeah,
best
that was
lungs in the scene. Oh my God, guys! If anybody is watching this, please go check out Flash Disgorged. Amazing.
yeah, dude. They are like a fucking. For me, another band, Flash Discord, I think it's the same level, like Diction lah. Ash, wait, I think I got a CD somewhere here.
Yeah. They're really fun to listen to.
Diction, what line? Songs like Ash, Andrew Ferris, what line?
One
Fucking-
and Ideal.
What Ideal on the drums lah. That fella.
Yeah,
he also another
Ideal
one.
was
The face of a ustad, but you put him behind the drums.
Yeah, Ideal was like a drum god.
Mental fella, yeah. This is damn down to earth fella though. We used to like even till today we talk. We'll be like, now he's a family man. Right? We'll be talking about what the days we used to chill after gigs, just chilling at BK over a few beers, getting drunk. And like, it's just the simple old days, like, not much politics or anything, just lepak, And we miss those days. Now we're like all working adults and everything. Sometimes you just want to catch up with a friend. Like, I had a bad day at work, want to go to BK for beer, so you have to like, oh shit, no, I got a meeting next morning, you can't do that.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Light one.
I would say that some of the vocalists that I totally admire, the one that comes at the top of my mind is the band I'm wearing the shirt right now, which is Trubino.
Subash!
Like seriously, man.
Represents.
Like the moment I watched Trubino on stage, I was just it just took over like my senses and everything. I just watched them like the whole 45 minutes. I was just so enthralled. Like this guy, like huge bulking behemoth who's like a cross between Danzig and I don't know.
If Trubino was a GRC, I would vote. Like if they were like a political party, I would vote for them.
I think all of us would vote for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's the thing, I feel that with Trubino, especially with Subash, like he has a very commanding stage presence and they really own the stage.
Yeah.
Like to them, they're not just limited to their space at the platform, but they just go all out.
Definitely.
That's one. I would say the second person that you guys have not named just as yet would be Jarvis. He has that similar vibe as well.
Yeah, I mean, Jarvis don't have to say lah. But the amount of
He
work
has
he
his
has done for the
own,
metal
like-
scene. Yeah, Jarvis is like, dude, lights out. Like, he used to organize the most gigs, like, when we were younger, Lights out. All the parties, like, Doomsday. His fucking Doomsday gigs, man. Like, Doomsday 1 to 5, 6.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, like, for the people who are our age, right? He was one of the main organizers back then. And you think about it, like, we didn't have much funds or anything, So imagine how the fellas,
gigs
like,
every month. Every month
Yeah.
there were gigs. Can you imagine? That was like,
Yeah.
wow. I wish I had like appreciated that back in the days. And now I'm like, oh, please at least give me 1 gig a year.
yeah, exactly, dude. Like you think about it. Remember when we organized metal for a course, and then we realized the overheads for like organizing a gig was actually pretty high. For like broke kids like us, we were like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
how do we do this? And like Jarvis was organizing gig after gig, month after month. Like fucking hell, I think he really like deserves praise. Like he's one of my best friends, like really brother material. But even back then, it's not favoritism, but everyone will agree lah. Like Lights Out really did like the best,
Like,
for
good
fucking organizing all
job.
the
The
gigs.
lineup. I mean, I think looking back at the lineup, right, the shows he organized, it's actually gila
Yeah.
babi, man. All the lineup,
Yeah.
like the bands that he had on the bill, like what?
I think
what
I
do
got
you
his
brought
CD
down
also
with,
lah
man?
somewhere. What was his one of his project? Vidicon. Yeah.
Vidicon.
He's one man black metal. Chibai. Still got pastor
Wow.
or puppets. Alamak. Yeah. Okay, these are all I had to hide. I had to hide in some box, because like my father would take and throw away. All kids.
But yeah, you know what? Speaking about Jarvis, but I totally respect what he does because that guy, he's really passionate about whatever he puts his mind to it, and he's very relentless about anything that he does. Like be it Sama Satanas, be it Vigicon, Nucleus Mortuary, or Zaganov.
Yeah.
it's so insane that we
passionate
like
fucker.
it's so insane that we still remember like the names of these bands 10 years on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that one gig they organized at Potong Pasir CC that Sean came down in the boxers drunk as fuck. That is my neighborhood, bitches. It's
Wow,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god, I
I
remember
think it
there
was
was
second
only
off,
like one
second
or
off.
two
Yeah.
shows there.
And there was an Indian wedding next door, no. Fucking hell. I remember the Indian aunties was staring at me. I carrying beers, wearing a metal shirt, going. One of my relatives like, Ganesh. I was like, oh shit. That's it.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude. Like I think you all know the famous line. Like I think one of the reasons why like I love Javi, like fucking down. He's real, no. There's no pretenses. I like the infamous "Where were you 10 years ago?" I was with Javi, Jibai. We were walking to
We were
BK
all
Sing House, like
together. We were all
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
What?
we were walking to what was jamming studio next to BK.
Was it Four Tones or
Like just
something?
I think 4 Tones just further down the road.
Yeah.
The second floor, third floor, yeah. And
Might be 4
Jibai
Tones.
ran into Mr. Toot with the teeth all gone, and then like he was like just like stumbling into us. He's like, hey, what the fuck, 10 years ago it's like, I was playing for Toot. Like, what the fuck were you all doing 10 years ago? And Javi straight up without missing a beat. Like, Chiba, 10 years ago at Pembury 4, what the fuck you want me to do? Pembury 4, Chiba, you think I come out my mother Chiba reading black metal? Like, what do you want me to do? Like,
Yeah, I remember him like I was at that show as well, and then like I had his band on my back vest, and he was like, "Whose vest is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's my vest. Do you know who's the bassist?"
Yeah.
I'm like, no. Oh, I used to play for them before. I'm like, okay. My heart like nobody
like, bitch,
asked.
you sessioned once. You sessioned once and you got kicked out.
Yeah, you got to know that he only
Oh,
sessioned
lunch,
once.
exactly. And he got kicked out. Not say he left, it's like, no, guys, this isn't my cup of tea. They were like, fuck you, get the fuck off the stage.
But I think I think he's sick now, and like I hope he gets well soon. He needed help, he needed the help, and he didn't get any.
Hopefully he did, because like we had like another, I think you guys were there as well. This one was like exploited gig, So it's like Sulaiman, Sanjeev, Sean, and I. Like Sanjeev Singh is like this like punk fella I know as well. He's a fucking down to earth fella. He's a social worker, and so we were just chilling and drinking, and he was invited there also lah. Sulaiman saw him just like, you know what, just come and join. And
Was he the one
halfway
that fell into the whole box of beers, like the styrofoam box?
No, exactly no. He tried to be like, you're fucking Indians and everything. I was like, what the fuck do you say, bitch? Fuck you, India. He tried to swing a punch. He missed, and I just like, I just turned like, went with the floor. I just pushed him to the floor. I was about to go and hammer him, but it was like Sanjeev was just like, bro, leave it be. We are better than that. I was like, Sanjeev, he just fucking insulted you, He was like, it's okay. It's just words. It's just words. Look at how sad he is right now. Like, and his own friends they were just like, hey, bro, for us like give face. Like some people that you and I are very close with, like back then also, they were like, remember that they were like, just tolong like, we know he's in the wrong, but we just like, just for us like, give face to us. Then we're like, okay, swap. And when he was drunk, and none of his friends were there, it's like Sanjeev actually went outside to be like, make sure he's not like run over by some car. And it just shows, I think our upbringing in the scene itself, like how against we are like racism and fascist behavior. Like everyone is included. You don't just like segregate someone because of their race or religious beliefs. There's another thing to that lah. So cheers to you lah, Sanjeev, if you're listening to this. Like by like stopping me from being violent, I think I learned something else as well. Like like other ways to deal with dispute.
Sorry, I think another thing that we all tend to miss out when talking about this kind of political stuff is sexism in the scene as well.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because metal. I mean, maybe you guys don't feel it because I mean it's a male-dominated like scene, right? So maybe I don't know whether you guys feel it, but I think as a woman, I think sexism does still exist in the scene. And I think
it's sad to say lah. It's like part of it does. Yeah. I mean, like when you're with your friends and everything, you don't. But then, like there are certain people we still know, like they think like they're all that. Like they just talk to women, like a bit like perangai, like who the fuck do you think you are? No, like you're fucking like you're just like a fat, sad old man on the internet. No one thinks you're like a sex god of the metal scene.
I agree. I would say like
still
this
the
guys,
way they will like.
Sorry,
like,
what?
I would say like these guys like those chauvinists. by and large, like the things that they say. And I think this is something that you and I will talk about as well, Tina. Like I feel like these guys, when they talk about how they advocate like, you know, demeaning women and how they always think like the man should always be like the one on top. I always feel that that's total bullshit, because metal music, or music for that matter, is inclusive, is for everyone. And when you see fellow a fellow human being, you know, regardless of whatever gender they are, like you should treat them equally. And if they get in
Exactly.
trouble, if they're in peril, we should help them and not side with the aggressor. You know, that's my
Yeah,
stand
and
on it.
like
Yeah.
honestly, I think like even like as a woman, like I want to be able to mosh or body surf and have fun without having to fear like someone groping me, which has happened many times, and
Yeah,
many times no
exactly.
one stood up for me, you know. So like, and then people think like, oh, cause you're in the mosh pit, of course people are gonna touch your boobs, and I'm like, that doesn't make it okay. Like, I mean, after some time when you've been shown enough, you're like seasoned enough to know what is on purpose, what is not, you know. And
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
some of it is like,
exactly.
yeah, like
Like remember, I think there was one Tina at Black Hole. Like I saw one fella try to do something new, and I went, and you were just like, you're like, dude, like just leave it. Like then you're just like, it happened. I was like, why are you so calm about it? Like this fucker is like right there, it's great.
I think because back then we were very young, so it was a
Yeah,
topic that
yeah,
was
yeah,
not
yeah.
well. I was not well opinionated or well versed in it, you know. So I'm like, oh, I think it's okay. But I think that's the
Yeah.
problem. We think it's okay, but actually it's not.
It's really not.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
rubber duck. What is
No,
that rubber duck in the
but
back?
see,
Oh, sorry. That's me. Like
but
my
I see,
stress ball. Like I was like, it's like,
but I would say this
Sorry,
a little
darling.
bit like now, like we are in that position where the younger generation, or actually people around our age, look up to our generation as the ones that will make this change and break all these stereotypes and be the leader example. And I feel that most of us are doing a good job. I'm not gonna say all, because I even see people around my age who are saying such demeaning
Sexy
things.
shit.
I'll put it as
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
There
And
always gonna
thing
be
is,
a few black
I think
eggs.
people don't want to call each other out because the people who are saying these things are their own friends. So like, if
yeah.
I call
No,
you
but
out and be like, hey, are you saying something against
yeah.
me? You know, like I
No,
personally know
exactly. But there are
somebody.
also people like I think like they're gentlemen like this lad. I don't personally know him, but like Sean Sundram, I see like
Yeah.
he's one guy. When I saw what he did, I really had to respect, man. Like his own bandmate or his friend got caught out or something, and like he didn't shut it down. He apologized. He said this is not right and this, and like something came out. He's like, I take responsibility for my actions and I apologize. And that's what people should be. Like start accepting the things and like fuck it. You made a mistake, learn, apologize, move on.
I think it's great
Like
that now that people like
yeah.
you know that people that anything small that you do wrong, people will be like, you know, that's wrong, and they call you on it. But I think on the downside also, people tend to like explode it on social media when they. I think
Oh
they
yeah.
shouldn't. Yeah. So
Give and take lah. But dude, in that sense, like you think about it, Dalit is like one of the most gentlemanly fellas I know. Like no homo, bro, but like no, like kidding lah. But like you really
yeah.
think about it, he's always the one guy who called, like he always know he won't care if it's a friend or something. Wrong is wrong. You just call the person out, and it's not to
That's
shame me. It's like dude, this is wrong. Like what the fuck is this? He doesn't have any issue calling the person up in real life as well. So like really props to you on that, Dal. Like it's something I really always respected about you. Like you won't let something slide just because a person is a friend or like this is wrong is wrong. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
I'm blushing.
Aww.
I mean, thank you so much. But I think that's the reason why I do that is because it's instinctive, really. I mean, I don't think it's really that hard for me to just call out someone and do something wrong. And for me, especially, I say that through my experiences in the local metal community, and like knowing you guys as well, like I learned a lot about inclusiveness. Where, for example, if someone were to see something that's racist, even like towards you, Ganesh, for example, I will back you out and I will like tell the person off, because to me it's like I don't care if I know you. I don't care whatever hierarchy that you have in the community. If you're a dick, you're a dick. Full stop.
Exactly.
And the important thing is that we need to do these things because we want to ensure that the future generations feel comfortable about going for shows and not having to be suppressed by all of this societal orders, so to speak. Just because the guys
Correct.
just because the guys in that band, so fucking what? Like some people are driven by power and they think that this kind of power gives them immunity. And I think it's our position to shut that down,
Yeah. I mean,
Read.
already the scene is like facing so much like scrutiny from the mainstream fuckers, And like, people just think like, like we walk out of we leave our house only got one matchstick looking for the nearest church to burn, like really that kind of image to the public. We don't need this kind of like eternal, like, like misogynistic views, like bringing it down. I think everyone can play a part, lah. It's a learning curve as well, man. Like I also like, like you guys should know me, lah. Like, I have like a very chibai sense of humor, like, and like, like recent days I've been like trying to like learn and unlearn certain behaviors. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, this might offend people, and this, like, it's a step you have to take onto yourself.
People learn, people grow out of certain phases and shit, and like it's called character development. People have to normalize that shit.
Yeah, but I would say,
but they have to take the initiative themselves.
I agree. Okay, so I'm just gonna wrap it up soon because we are left with like 3 minutes.
Seriously?
wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. So
time
what?
flies, huh?
So yeah. So closing statements. that sounds like a political debate. Like closing statements. In the near future, like, is there anything that you like to contribute to the music community in the near future, be it with like Metal Horde in any incarnation or like as an individual? And what are your hopes and dreams? Tina, start with you first.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna. Okay.
After that, it's big.
Yeah. Okay, contribution wise, I don't know if I contributed anything much to the metal scene, but I do hope that more women will be more comfortable coming out, like, coming to shows and everything, not be shy, like it's okay if you like metal. I mean, I personally known guys who think I like certain bands because like I'm sleeping with them, and that's very sexist, and you should shut the fuck up. Yeah, and it's okay, if like I think in this generation, this day and age, it's okay to like whatever you want, and it's not a male genre anymore. Everybody's genre.
It's music is for everyone. Metal is for everyone. Ganesh, your conclusion?
Amen. Like contribution wise, I don't think I did much lah. But like what I would definitely do is like I remember there were days and times like I just go outside a gig to lepak, because I don't have money, but then like, I want to see the bands inside. So like be contented with like like listening to the bands outside lah. And they were like always like the older guys like Dilip or sometimes Vivek, like they'll see like, hey, why not going inside? I'm like, nah man, like, I'm just broke. They'll be like, fuck you lah, come lah, buy you a ticket. I cannot afford that. Like next time you see,
Oh, the guy did that for me. It's so sweet.
If it's one thing, I'll definitely If it's one thing, I definitely want to do. If I ever see like anyone, like any of you see like you don't have money for a gig, right? Exactly. Like just come and ask you. Like don't be shy. Like if I see you, I'll definitely help. Like now I'm in the financial position, I am able to help. Yeah, no one should be deprived of the music. Like like even Eric also, he got say before, like, you want to come for my gig, I was like, don't just fucking gate crash. Like come and ask me. Like if you don't have the cash, I totally understand. We were like in your shoes once. Like we work out the thing. Come there for the music first like this. So that's something I would like to contribute lah.
Okay, so I'll end the conversation now. Okay, I'm sorry. By the way, Sundila, Metal Horde.
Sundila, Metal Horde.
Okay, bye guys.
Sundila, Metal Horde.
Alright.
Love you.
Kami harap anda telah berpuas hati mengikuti rancangan-rancangan tadi. Sehingga esok, selamat malam. 希望您对我们的节目会感到满意。晚安。வணக்கம் ரசிகர்களே. இன்றைய நிகழ்ச்சிகள் உங்களை மகிழ்வித்திருக்கும் என்று நம்புகிறோம். மீண்டும் நாளை சந்திக்கும் வரை வணக்கம். We hope you've enjoyed our program. Do join us again tomorrow. Good night.